Hi, soul family. Okay, so we are doing tonight's message to dream on, and I did a reading, um, and I might post it. So I guess it doesn't matter if I tell you that, because if I post it, you won't know what I'm talking about. So I'm not sure. I just felt like there might be something that I wasn't supposed to have said. So I'm going to do another reading, and I want to see what the energy is. And we're going to do one message from Shadows and Light. Am I doing this right? Yes, there's the clock. All right. So the Oracle of Shadows and Light. And then I'm going to work with the Fairy Tarot, I think, because somebody asked for that the other day, and I haven't worked with it in a while. So correct for neutrality on all levels. Just want to keep calling your name until you come back home. Somebody's sitting behind four walls hoping someone else will call. Sure, a lot about communicate. You know, I'm getting a lot about indecision. Look at that, right? When I said that, it hit. About wanting to do something, but then being afraid to move forward and just not doing it. A U2 song was just on before this, and it was like, "You're the best thing that ever happened to me. Why am I walking away from you?" It's like, wow. Bipolar. Okay. I'm going to split it and take it from the top. Okay. Two messages come forward. The message from last... Okay, let's just do this. This is interesting. So this was our message that we already got. A lot of help around the area of the love life. This one, female or male, is afraid of this one. But this one loves them. There's nothing to fear about this one. I'm concerned. I've maybe heard things about you, or I'm getting conflicting messages from spirit even. But this one is safe. Basically, the message is there's a great deal of help in the area of your love life, about healing, and especially past long-term relationships. And it's difficult while you're going through it, but in the end, it's a beautiful thing. And they're showing that you may be bumping into reacquainting yourself in a relationship. Whatever it is, it's moving forward with love, and it's somebody that may feel, or it doesn't, it looks like it shouldn't work, but it does. It's like oil and water coming together, a delicate little one with a monster, or, but this is a gentle monster, so it's like a gentle bear instead of a vicious bear. But this one is afraid because they've had an issue with the bear before. Whatever the issue is, it's good. It's love. We just had the message. Interesting that it came up again, because that's confirmation. So then we give you something here, and steampunk. I really like steampunk. I think it's cool. So time for change. It's about learning something different. The path. The number 7 is you're on the right path, and it will exceed your expectations. So if it's time for change, are you changing your job? Are you changing your outlook? Are you changing the way you approach something? They want you to learn something new. It's something different in your life, and you're holding a timepiece. You're holding a watch in your hand, so it's time. It's time. The time is now to make this change. She's equipped with it looks like it's a compass that points to where, because it's the true north. It's a compass. And she's got goggles ready, so that's flight. Are you ready to move forward? Going out into the world. There's a train. It's time to move forward. A train of destiny. You don't stop the train of destiny. Destiny maybe is calling to you. But it's definitely time for a change for you now. And the number 7, you're on the right path, and it will exceed your expectations, so you shouldn't be worrying about it. Maybe there's something that you need to, I don't know, keep up with the times. Something that you're doing that's not working. Do you need to learn a new tool in your craft? Something to make you more up to date. It's about deciding what changes you're going to keep up with in the trends and the shifts, and the other ones that you're going to, let go. you'll know when you're meant to do this. You know when you're meant to step up the next level. Technology is also how you keep connected to someone and to others and to the world. So maybe have you been out of touch? Do you need to get in contact? Because we've been shown that somebody's supposed to be contacting another, right? There's a message coming out. I'm trying to figure out what she's holding on. This can is. It's almost like, what is that? I can't figure out what that thing is. It looks like a spray can. There's liquid in it. I'm thinking mace. Isn't that funny? Protection. I don't know. That just came up. That's just weird. But they're saying that times are changing. Things are different than they were. You know, it's kind of like when I ran into that, I met that shaman quite a while ago, and I was quite excited. This person connected with me on LinkedIn, and he was a shaman and into animal messengers. And I thought, ooh, that's cool. There's not very many people like me that I connect to. And then he says to me, I don't support and I don't agree with New Age. And I said, well, I'm not. I'm just, I take a little bit of everything and I take a little bit from all that I've learned and put it all together. I'm not any particular thing. And he said he was the last of his, he wants to hold on to the traditional values. And he's holding on, basically the old school. He says the old ways. I need to uphold the old ways. And I said, that's honorable, right? To keep the old ways alive. But time marches on. Things aren't always as they were. So we have to kind of get with the times as well. Maybe even in your approach with people or how you approach people. You can't stay in the olden, maybe even the way of things, the way family structures used to be and belief systems and hierarchies and, things are changing. So we have to adapt to deal with the changes that we're going through, right? It's telling you that, it's kind of a blending of the old world and the new world together and move forward fearlessly, but always standing in your integrity. This person, that man wanted to uphold his values and of course, absolutely. But open your mind to a new perspective as well so that you're well-rounded, You see her with this is a steampunk. That's not old-fashioned. It's an old-fashioned look, but it's updated with that style. So it's blending the two together, right? The changes can be good. They can be put to sacred use. They don't have to be, just because they're modern doesn't mean that they aren't spiritual, right? A lot can be used for the negative, like the internet, for example, can be a very vicious place where you spread gossip and lies and hate and hurt. But it also is a place where I and many of my lightworker friends are able to reach millions of people with just a click of the internet. You can reach a lot of people and you can upbuild and you can help. And people can reach out for information, and people that are alone or isolated can come together with a soul family. I had this discussion with my twin, and he said, I hate Facebook or any of that social media. It's mind-sucking, downfall of our culture. And I was like, whoa, okay, I get that. But it's what Spirit was telling me to use. I was being told to use what I had in a productive way. So you have to have balance, because people would look at maybe technology, and that's not sacred. What's sacred is being on the land and working with the land and living off the grid. Yeah, that's true. But there's also positive things that we need in the modern day society as well. Or maybe you're spending too much time online. Maybe you need to, have a bit of a respite from that. Maybe you need to. Maybe you're just somebody who has nothing better to do, and you just sit there and you're constantly online, and you're neglecting other things in your life. That's not good either. There's a balance that needs to be made there. Maybe you're very talented technology-wise. Maybe this is something that you're going to help people with communication, or maybe you're going to help develop somebody's website, or you're going to help do web design or software or digital art or post movies like mine. For me, my work, I've realized now clearly, look, this is for me the easiest and the quickest and the most beneficial way for me to communicate. I've decided is using my phone to record videos to put up online. It's so I'm using it. It's quick for me. It reaches a lot of people. You can hear my voice. There's a lot of information that can become, I also go live with you guys, and I use this same means, and so there's a way to communicate back and forth. It's it's smart. It was what Spirit was telling me to do a long time ago, and I was nervous, and I did it. So as they're saying, uploading whatever it is that you're doing so that you could reach a wider audience, right? You just have to be careful, because it can be used, like as my twin said, in a very, very negative way. It can suck your energy. It can take your mind off of important things that matter. It can take you in negative directions. But I have pretty much all my friends are spiritual except for my musical friends, and anything that's negative, it's deleted. Right? I don't go there. Mine is all about positive energy and spreading that. So you got to be careful of the type of people that you're associating with on the internet. Are you associating with people on the internet that you wouldn't invite into your home? Because you're inviting them into your home, and you're inviting them into your spiritual mind, and you're inviting that energy in. So you have to be very, very careful of who you allow yourself to connect with. Just because, it's Facebook and this is your work, yeah, well, I wouldn't hang out with you in real life, so why would I associate with you here? If you were displaying things or speaking about things or acting in a manner that goes against my principles and my integrity, I'm not going to freaking do it, right? It's against what you want. So show me your friends and I'll show you who you are. Well, look at the people on your list, and if you've got provocative, disgusting, promiscuous, violent, aggressive, angry people why are they there? Get rid of them. Cut them. What else? That's it. I think that's it. We'll leave it at that. Maybe you're going to use the internet to communicate with this one. Maybe this one is maybe you've met on the internet. My twin and I found each other again on the internet, on LinkedIn. So maybe the communication that's going to be coming is going to be coming over the internet in some way, an email, a website, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. Maybe that's how you're communicating with one another, because maybe you're not in a position. Maybe it's easier, it's faster. It's at your fingertips. It doesn't cost anything. I mean, who knows? Whatever it is, because you can use all of those things wherever you are in the world. Maybe you don't have a cell phone, so you got to go to, which is weird, because how many people don't have a cell phone? But you know what? Some people don't. I've got friends in Wisconsin that don't have a cell phone. So they go to the public library and they use the computer, and they log on to Facebook, and that's how they contact you. So it may be that that's what's going on. Someone's supposed to be reaching out, so it may be in that way. I'm just saying that because I'm looking at these two that are coming back together, or that they're developing this relationship. This little one that's so worried. You can also be careful of, this is what I'm getting to. This is coming up a lot, and I'm going to address this. Stalking your family and friends or loved ones on the internet is really a low vibration. If you have to stalk people, you don't trust them, you shouldn't be with them. If you have such little trust and respect for them, you shouldn't be in that relationship. That's a huge red flag. That's never even crossed my mind. It's weird. It really is. So think about that. I know there's a lot of people that make up fake websites to catch people, to try and catch them, to see if they're cheating. It's like, wow, if you already feel that there's an issue like that, you guys you have much deeper issues that need to be addressed, right? Much deeper. That's not cool. It's not respectful to you or the other person. Okay. All right, so we're going to do the Fairy Tarot. Correct for neutrality on all levels. We're going to split it and take it from the top. Very interesting about the energy that... the reading that I did earlier. I'm uploading both, and I will choose which one. I'm going to ask Spirit which one I should send out. Because the first one was about movement. A lot of forward movement, sudden movement quickly. And then somebody was very indecisive at the end, which was weird, because it was all rolling, moving fast, and let's get it together, and time was of the essence. And somebody was coming forward very together, very intellectually capable, had everything well in line. They may be coming across with not much finesse, like they weren't. They was definitely talking about, drop the emotion and go with your logic, because things have to move quickly. And then the last message was somebody was indecisive. They were afraid to move, and it's like, wow, now it's here for you and you're afraid to move. That sucks. Okay, So this message is 7 of autumn. So you see this guy, he's pondering. 7, again, you're on the right path, and the outcome will exceed your expectations, and it's autumn, which is now. And he's ready. He's sitting there. He's got this guy, he's out in a field. So this guy's a farmer. He's in full transformation. It's definitely harvest time. Like, look at all the pumpkins. They're huge. Huge harvest right there. It's definitely now. We're freaking in Halloween right now. So, but he's sitting there, like the thinking man, right? Why are you sitting there? Well, is there something that's not ready? You think the harvest is there, but maybe you haven't been paid yet. They're telling you have patience and not to worry. It's okay to take a bit of a rest and plan, which kind of goes along with the messages that we got earlier. Because yes, time was of the essence, and Spirit was absolutely saying it's time to move, but they were saying you need to have a plan, get together a plan. So this is about plan your next steps, and it's about where you're going to invest your money. Here you've got all this harvest that's come in, and you're sitting there thinking, where am I going to go now? What am I going to do with what I have? And that's kind of what was going with the first message too. You were moving forward quickly. Somebody was coming from the east to the west, and then we picked somebody up and was leaving from the west to the east. They were going to a colder climate from a warmer climate. But they did have to figure out what their next steps were. So your harvest will come in, even if it hasn't yet. He's sitting on all the pumpkins. So the harvest is there. Maybe he's just not been paid. Or maybe what they're showing you is it's right there. You're just not seeing it yet, right? And as you're waiting, this is when you're supposed to be planning. What's your next step? What's the best thing for you to do? How could you adjust things or improve things on what you already have in mind? This shows a young farmer. So maybe that's who you are. Maybe you have been working. That's what you've been doing. You've been working, and you have a crop that you've been waiting. Now you've done all the planting and you've arranged things, and now you're waiting for the harvest to come in. And Spirit has been telling us that we've been working too hard. This person worked very, very hard, and they are definitely supposed to take a break. That's why this person is sitting down. Now you're taking a break. Time for you to rest right now. It's about slow, steady progress, right? One step at a time. It's absolutely about, because you can see all of the pumpkins, and his harvest is mass. It goes all the way to the back. It's huge. There's going to be a high yield for him. So his knees, I'm looking at his pant leg is torn. So he's been scrimping and saving. He's, not been doing well. He's been working really, really hard. But you know what? You've got a massive harvest there. There's no doubt that it's going to be bringing you money, or bringing you knowledge if this is learning, or bringing you whatever it is, satisfaction if it's relationship. It could be anything. Whatever it is, it's absolutely no reason for worry, because there is an increase. And since it's mostly talking about harvest, it's absolutely an increase in your income that's coming in. So you are not to worry. Song again. Praying. Somebody's moving forward. I think I might just go with this reading tonight, because I've kind of given you a synopsis of the first one, which means it's 50% done right now. We'll see how long it takes to upload. Okay, I heard no. Not on this one. Use the arm. I'm using a different deck that I haven't used this with you guys, I don't think, in my readings. This is, maybe I have, quite a while ago. This is John Tarot's, John Holland's Psychic Tarot of the Heart. So it's the premise of the tarot, but it's also an oracle system. I know what I'm supposed to be learning. I'm supposed to be learning tarot, and I want to, and I'm excited about it. I've got to figure out when I'm going to do it, where I'm going to do it, how I'm going to do it. But I want to do it. Because tarot gives you time frames, whereas oracle cards, not so much. You have to go with your intuition more. And my thing is time frames. Open up. Okay, this song. Tell me what you really like. We don't have to fight. Just take it step by step, which was the last message, right? One step at a time. I can see it in your eyes, because they never tell me lies. right? So this is about now this person is asking you to open up. And that's what this person is coming to you and saying. I know what love did to you. We don't have to rush. And you don't have to run. I know what you've been through. So you've been through a difficult time. You're worried. This was probably the person that was going to move forward and then all of a sudden started second guessing again, right? So I feel it coming, babe. I feel it coming, babe. So somebody's still scared. They feel it coming. They want it, but they're scared. I get that. I am, you know? So here's this person, and they're connecting with their higher self fully. They're fully connecting with. Now again, see, this was one of the messages that we got in the previous reading that I was going to give you. The number was 4, and it tells you that the angels are with you. You're complete, and we got it earlier today too. The angels are with you, on your side. You are completely supported all the way around. You're in the vortex. You are supported by spirit. This also looks like a zipper opening things up, right? Open up and see the light. But the angels are with you. You're completely guided, protected, supported, and loved. There is no reason for fear. So sometimes, according like the song, past hurt and relationship issues will cause people to withdraw. They're afraid to open up again. I don't want to open. Remember that one song? I'm not gonna open up to you because every time I do, I'm hurt. So even though you mean the most to me, I'm not opening up. This person was fighting what they were feeling. And remember that song? Even though you mean everything to me, why am I walking away? Because of fear. So, and you know what? I feel it coming. It's kind of like, you know it's going to happen eventually because you can't resist it. Your heart is drawing you, right? To whatever it is, the job, the relationship, the move, whatever it is that you know is in your highest good, and you know you truly do want it. Her heart, she's wearing a heart necklace and it's green, the color of your heart chakra, and as well as healing. So there's a healing that's taking place. Or maybe this person is going to help you heal. This person is connected to the light, and you're going to go to her. She's asking you to open up. She's probably one that's saying, I know what you've been through. One simple touch and it'll set you free. You don't have to rush when you're with me, when you're alone with me. So this one is the one that she's speaking to, or he is speaking to, is shutting down. And if when you shut down, you shut down the light energy coming into you. When you shut down on any level, you're not allowing what's in your highest good to come to you, right? It's the free flow of energy is now inhibited. So you have to allow that. You have to unzip yourself and allow that energy in, because spirit knows what's in your highest good. Have you blocked or closed off your energy because of sadness or fear? Is that preventing you from moving forward into a loving relationship? Which is the 2 horses that were running before in the first reading that I was going to do. It was about fast forward movement. And then the last message was the person was afraid to leave the gilded cage. The gilded cage was maybe a place of safety where there was money, the family home, or a cushy job. But their higher self was calling them forward, and the door was open, and all the other birds were flying free out of this caged feeling. And yet they were there because of the trappings. And it was like, what's the point of being in a gilded cage if you feel like you're in prison? What's the point of all the money in the world if you feel like you're trapped there, right? So what is it? Are you staying in a place where you're unhappy because you are afraid that if I at least I know this, I'm familiar with this, but if I open my heart up to you and I'm hurt again, I'm not going to get past this. But Spirit's telling you you're safe. Spirit is telling you, not the person. This person is connected to Spirit. Spirit's saying you can trust this person. You are safe. The song, I want to see you be brave. Let the words come out honestly, right? They're asking you to open up. I just want to see you be brave. Let them know how you truly feel. Gosh, how much have we had on communication? And the more you open up your energy, the more you will be able to receive, and the more you will bring to you what it is that you're asking for. Because anytime we block anything, everything is blocked all the way across the board. So use positive affirmations. I am open. I am free. I am releasing my fear. I am. Whatever you use to follow the words I am is very, very powerful. So also it's about control. Be very, very careful about control. Is there a control issue going on between you and another? You want one to do one thing, the other one, you're both at a stalemate because you're expecting the other to move? Or I don't know. What is it about the control? Because for relationships to thrive, there's got to be a free feeling, flowing energy where you're both free. Interdependence within the relationship. Interpersonal dependence, interpersonal independence within the relationship, you know? I don't want to be with somebody who's controlling me, and I don't want to control someone else. I like somebody having their own thing, you know? I've been free a long time, and I know what it feels like, you know, to be in a situation where you're trapped. I was trapped for 10 years, and it was a horrible place to be. So I don't ever want anyone to feel they're trapped with me, and I don't ever want to be trapped with another. I want to be with my friend, and I don't want anybody there that doesn't want to be there. So there's no, like, twisting someone's arm. If somebody wants to be free, they need to be free. You know, everybody has the freedom of speech as well. Everyone has their own way of looking at things. Like my twin and I, we had a disagreement. He said, I think that what you know, that public social media is mind-sucking. It's a downfall of our culture. And I said, okay, well, I can see your perspective. I understand. But then I gave him my viewpoint, you know, and he didn't respond. And I said, wow, you know, I would have thought that I would have gotten some kind of a response. I listened to you. This is my work. This is important to me. And he said, I'm processing. I listened to everything and I'm processing it. So good. You know, there was a communication there. But there wouldn't be any communication, or there wouldn't be any seeing both sides of an argument if there was no communication. So right now we're talking about communicating. It's also sometimes you hold yourself in a position of being in a cage or in a prison because you think what you're going to say will not be received. And maybe you're wrong. Right? So when you allow yourself to open up and express, your relationships are able to grow. Why does this song always come up right when I'm ending? So this song is the person who was wanted for what they had and not for their heart. I remember my twin, when he came back after being gone, said, I wasn't hiding anything from you. I just needed to know that you loved me for who I was and not for what I had. Right? And so that's what this person is saying to this other person. I guess this is the other person. You know? I remember what it was like when you were mine. But you don't want my heart. You never did. You just wanted attention. Some people are desperate for attention. They're attention whores. They're all eyes on me. You know, sometimes people collect guys and girls just because they want a harem. I've been in relationships before where we almost went nowhere because the person had their little harem and they wanted attention. And I said, you know, if you need everybody else's attention, you don't need mine. So as I was bringing out earlier, you know, if somebody feels that, you know, well, with your work, you give too much of your attention to work, will you have time for me? That is a valid question, and that's something that needs to be addressed, right? There needs to be a balance. And as I said, I throw myself into my work because I don't have my partner with me. But I can tell you, if my partner was with me, my intention would be with my partner. So that is something that you have to consider. Are you somebody that collects people because you just need, or are you staying in that gilded cage because you like the attention that you get? You're not ready for a relationship if that's the case, because you shouldn't require the attention of anyone other than the person that you love and that loves you. You don't need a harem. You don't need a following, right? And my work isn't about attention to me. My work is about attention to spirit. This isn't about me. These messages come from spirit. I'm just the channel. So I think we'll leave it at that for tonight. And we'll make a decision about which reading we get. So sweet dreams, everyone. Peace, love, and light.